made it down to the next campsite and I'm hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up and we're gonna go splash in some water and hopefully the wind noise don't start getting bad because I've lost the adapter for my microphone, and so we're going through the iPhone now and it doesn't block wind very well, so hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad and hopefully ruin the rest of this video. But let's go ahead and set up camp and we'll get to it. All right, camp is up. We've got a large stream right here behind me. I'm a little bit away from it. We're gonna have to walk about 20 yards that way to access the water, and there's a trail over here. We're gonna take that in a minute. But first we're gonna go this way and get some water and get that filtering and everything. So I got plenty of water. I wanna mix up some Gatorade. Drinking just straight water all the time out here sucks. And there's no soda machines. So I bring Gatorade in like a Talente jar. And it's like one scoop fills one of my water bottles. So I got something with some flavor that I can drink that's still good for me. So we're gonna go down here, we're gonna get some water. I'll take you guys with me. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna go take a bath. Because there's some large pools up here, up this way up the stream. And we're gonna hit one of those, take a bath, and we'll come back and maybe get something to eat. I'm a little bit hungry. Let's go. All right, so I believe this is called Peddler Creek, if I'm not mistaken. It's cold water. I should have brought some drinks to stick in here and let it chill out. That would have hit the spot about right now. So we'll just get some water, get it back to camp, get it filtered up, and I might take a dip in this. I need a bath. I am like hot and sweaty. Did get to change clothes finally. This does feel good, I'll say that. If you watch long enough, you probably see me fall in. All right, so we've gotten our water. Got it hanging over here by the bike. Usually you can find a nail stuck in a tree, and that's what I use. I just hang it on whatever nail or branch I can find. Works fine. The monkey's holding a few items there. Got the tent set up, ready to rock. Everything inside that. Got my table here, chair set up. We'll cook some dinner. Got my towel out because I'm going to take a dip. Let's go over here. Got my shoes sitting in the sun. I'm not wearing any shoes. I left my sandals at home. I forgot them, so I got to go barefoot. So I got my shoes drying, and we're gonna walk over here. Somebody left a clothesline, so I'm making use of it to dry my stuff out. So hopefully it'll get good and dry by morning. So let's make some drinks, and we will go for a dip. I've got a little path leading away from my campsite, and that leads down to the stream to the north. We went south to get water. We're going north now, so let's head down there. Yeah, I should have brought a machete. That would have made this a little easier. Because there are raspberry bushes out here. And if you know anything about raspberry bushes, they have thorns on them. I don't want to step on anything. And they're protruding out into the trail, so I got to move them by hand and cross fallen trees. And I am barefoot, carrying a tripod through the woods, trying to get down here. Hopefully I can go swimming. Probably not a big enough spot to go swimming, but I can get in, kind of rinse off. I need this. I'm probably stink. All right, got me a little sandy beach and everything. It's a rock ledge over there. If I wanted to get a tan, I guess I could lay out and get a tan if I wanted. Well, that probably wasn't as graceful as Daniel Craig, but it'll do. All right, last night you guys got to see me hang a bear bag, and I watched the footage back and it was dark. You guys probably couldn't see what I was doing, especially for like my UK viewers where you guys don't have bears. And you're probably wondering, what the hell is that guy doing? So I'm gonna do it again, right, just as a demonstration right here in the daylight so you guys can see what I'm doing up close. And I'm just gonna do it right here by the tent. This ain't really where I'm gonna hang my bag, but there's a branch up here we're gonna use, and we're gonna hang it again so you guys can see up close how I tied the knots and things like that. It was real simple stuff, and you don't even have to tie it off. So let's do that real fast. I got my bag of rocks, actually one big rock this time. Got my line with a loop in it. I'm gonna hook it to that carabiner, throw it over this branch. So we got it. Put that on the way. Take our bag of food, get rid of the rock. And hook our bag of food to the loop in the line. All right, so let's move the camera closer so you can see what I'm gonna do next. Okay, remember I said you need a big stick. So I've got my stick here, got my line with the bag on it, I've got my free line that I'm gonna use to pull it up in the tree. I'm just gonna pull this up just for camera purposes here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my other line that I'm using to pull it up, and I'm gonna run it through the carabiner as well. So both lines go through the carabiner, and I can still use it to pull it up. And I'm gonna pull it all the way to the top of the branch. So it's gonna go all the way up the tree. Then from there, I'm just gonna step on the line so my bag doesn't come down. And I'm gonna get my stick. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make a loop, just like that. Then I'm gonna take that loop and feed it over the top of the line to create a loop like that. From there, I'm gonna put my stick in and just let it tighten itself down from the weight of the bag, and it's gonna hold like that. Then all I gotta do is let it, just feed it up to the bag, and it'll bring it, and that stick will catch on the carabiner and hold your bag in place. You don't have to tie it off anywhere else. You can just leave it hanging just like this. A bear's not gonna come over here and pull the line down. So that's how I did that. All right, so for dinner I've got raviolis and a bag of chips, or crisps for all you people over in the UK. So let's eat. Product placement. Lay's, if you're watching, hook me up. I'll eat a bag in every video. Just help sponsor my trips. Lay's potato chips. You just can't eat one. Or no, Pringles is you just can't eat one. Or it's once you pop, you can't, I don't know. It's one of them freaking slogans. All right, so I've been out scouting around, seeing what I could find in the area. And I found something you guys might like early in the morning. We're gonna go check that out. I'm probably gonna need it. Hopefully you guys will like that, what I've just got set up for you. And hopefully it turns out pretty neat. And hopefully I can film everything there. That's gonna be pretty cool. Then we'll jump on the bike and we will get some footage and get out of here. And on the way out, ooh, I see some raspberries. I'm gonna go get those. On the way out of here, I'm gonna jump over to the Blue Ridge Parkway and we're gonna go down a mountain road to town. And it's a twisty, turny, downhill mountain road. And so hopefully that'll be some good footage. We'll fire up the gimbal and get that going. So we'll look forward to all that in the morning. And in the meantime, I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna get some sleep. And I'll see you guys in the morning. I get a lot of messages from people who, some of them are disabled and some people live in places where they can't get out and do things like this. So I like to let the camera run for a little bit and just let them hear the sounds of the outdoors and just nothing. Well, good morning. It is 5:30 in the morning. I slept in a little bit today. I stayed up a little bit late last night. I was trying to do some time lapse of the sky and stuff. And I did the morning yesterday, and I think that turned out pretty good. I'm just having trouble trying to export it. But yeah, I was sitting here doing that time lapse last night, and it was so I was so still watching the camera that a raccoon walked within just 2 feet of me, and I scared the hell out of me. He just kept walking in, sniffing around, didn't even know I was sitting there. And I just turned and looked at him and was like, "Psst, hey, get out of here." And he about jumped out of his skin. He took off running. But he didn't bother my food or anything like that. He didn't come back in the middle of the night or anything like that. But I'm going to drink my cup of coffee here and get up and about. Then we are going to ruck up and we're going to walk over to our destination for the morning and see how that turns out, and I'll see you on the way. All right, we are almost to where we're going, and I don't know if I turned the shutter speed down, hopefully pick up some of this light, because it's still pretty dark out, but I want you guys to see this when we pop out of the woods. Climb up some rocks here. Cannonball. All right, that was cold. Well, how cool was that? Figured that would make a good early morning wake up. Yeah, that was some cold water. But I feel refreshed now. I'm wide awake. So I guess we'll head back to camp, make some breakfast. We'll start packing up and fire up the monkey and go get dirty. Because the road out of here is going to be kind of rough and rocky. Hopefully we can get some footage there. Then I'll get up to the Blue Ridge. We'll take a view of the overlook, from the overlook at the Blue Ridge Parkway. And then we're going to head down the mountain on a fast, windy tarmac road. And hopefully I'll do a POV on that. You guys can just hear the sights and sounds of a motorcycle heading down a mountain on a twisty road. So if you get motion sickness, you might not want to watch that part. All right, let's go make some breakfast. All right, we've got everything packed up. It is time to leave our home for today, or last night. Fire up the monkey and get out of here. I was trying not to talk too much coming out of there because I didn't know if anybody else was camped out sleeping. So I was trying not to make too much noise, but we're now back on kind of the main road to get out of here. This thing can be rough and rocky, and there's actually some traffic from about here on. It's not uncommon to run into some traffic, usually some big trucks or something, four-wheel drive pickups. Not a whole lot of cars, because this road can tear up a car. So let's get to the rough stuff. this road's pretty rough. It's just got a lot of exposed rock, a lot of wear on it, washed out spots and just exposed rock sections, coupled with loose gravel. It just makes for a slow, techie climb out of here. I'm trying to keep my RPMs down as much as I can because that comes out really loud on the audio. So I'll try not to gas it too much unless I'm horsing around. See all this exposed rock? Probably difficult for you guys to see it because of the way the sun's coming through the trees. But you'll see the gimbal will smooth everything out, but you'll see the bike bouncing around. There was one point yesterday where I didn't have the camera on. It's 2 points actually. I had a deer in the road and it ran down the road instead of jumping off the side. And I just was right on his tail the whole way and he just kept running. He was doing almost 30 miles an hour. Then I had a pickup truck come around one of these corners and forced me almost off the road. I mean, I was like way over here hitting the brakes. He just wasn't paying attention at all. He just come barreling through here. Look at that rock. Yeah, you kind of got to pick your line through here. There'll just be big rocks just sticking up out of the street or out of the road. This road climbs almost all the way to the Blue Ridge Parkway. We'll get up there and take a look at some scenery. And it turns into tarmac right there too. And it's a really nice little mountain road. See the rocks sticking out of the street here? That's what you're dealing with. Try to avoid them as much as possible, but we got some right here that we're gonna hit. So yeah, this road's hell on cars. Pickup trucks ain't too bad. Cars and monkey bikes have trouble. Maybe once I get the suspension done on the monkey, it'll be fine. Biggest thing, look at that rock, just sticking out of the ground. Yeah, the biggest thing is just the rear. All the weight is over the rear, so it tends to bottom out. And I expect my rear tire to not last nearly as long as the front, just due to the weight distribution on this thing. See all the rock? Oh. Yeah, this road is rough. I mean, it's not like a canyon pass or anything, but it's supposed to be a road. And it is just rough as hell. Oh, there's a truck. Well, we've made it to the tarmac, and we've just got a windy mountain road all the way back to town. Hopefully we don't hit any traffic. Be nice to have the road all to ourselves. With this load of gear on here, I'm not going to go too fast. We'll just enjoy the scenery and the twisties. I just got to make sure I don't get too aggressive. I got a load of gear on the back and knobby tires. Up. That's 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. We are back to town. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my weekend of camping and riding on the bike, and we'll do it again. Next up, I think we're gonna run this thing out of gas and see how far we can go on a tank of gas. So I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.